Finally, we're here at Mount Lanakila. I have all my Pokemon with me. They're fully healed. Thank you, Lily. I do appreciate that. Okay, I think I'm going to go for Thunderclap in front. I love this music. It's amazing. It's really good music. Truly fitting for a victory road. And look who it is. It's our second favorite edgelord. I've been waiting for you. To thank you for what you did for Lily, for our mother. I appreciate it. Maybe more than you know. And the only thing I can offer you in thanks is a great battle. So I'm going to show my full power. My real full power this time. With the Z-ring that old man gave me. Always giving us the triggered expression. But he's not triggered this time, he's just going all out. Look, he's even got an edgy new background. With 4 Pokemon, I predicted correctly, sending out Crobat. The final form of our good friend Golbat. Hopefully it falls just as easily to a good old Relevation Dance. It's faster, though. Because, Crobat's kind of ridiculously fast. There we go, first Pokemon down. Easy peasy. Oh, Silvally. Right off the bat? Or, it technically wasn't right off the bat because his bat was off the bat. Alright. Silvally. Interesting choice. It is actually the evolved form of type Null. Silvally is what it looks like underneath the mask. After it takes off that mask. And it has the RKS system. As we learned in Aether Paradise, it can mimic any type it wants. Depending on which starter you chose, it will be the type that's super effective against you. So you can kind of tell by the patterns on its crest and on its tail that it is a water type, which is why I chose Legs. However, I think it's got X-Scissor. You gotta watch out for that. Silvally is a really badass Pokemon. It's a freaking chimera. It's got like bird parts and fish parts and wolf parts. It's a super cool Pokemon. I really like the backstory behind it. Just everything about it. It's such a great Pokemon. Plus, there's the fact that Gladion actually named it itself, because it never really had a name other than type Null. So after it took off the mask, he figured, it's a Pokemon, it needs a name. Alright, Weavile is up next, and I really don't trust Legs to be able to use high jump kick that effectively. No offense, Legs, but it had to be said. Nuru will fight Weavile. It's got the pressure ability, but no biggie. We'll just hit it with Pollen Puff. And, I always feel, I don't know what I was gonna say there, but I never feel good looking at that name. Just, if you think back to my Pokemon Y playthrough, I mean, it's been a really long time, and you probably don't remember, but I just can't bring myself to like Lucario. I just can't. It's overrated. It's not really that great of a Pokemon, even though I will admit it's good. And they just shove it down our throats in every generation. I'm getting really sick of seeing this thing in every game. It's like Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, we got the Riolu egg. Pokemon Black 2, White 2, we were able to catch Riolu in the wild. X and Y got a free Lucario with Megastone. And, well, it's not really shoved down her throat in this game, but it's still here, and I'm not a fan of seeing it. And Plague almost killed himself. Fortunately, he did not. So sorry to end on such a salty note, but that was our final battle with the Edgelord himself, Gladman, in the main story. And he actually smiles. You've got good Pokemon. I know what kind of trainer you are now, and what kind of journey you've been through. Lily wanted me to tell you something. She's looking after our mother at the Foundation. She wanted me to tell you that you're the best Pokemon trainer in the world, Cottonmouth. She gave me this for you. I was working hard to get stronger too. If you two are gonna get even stronger, then I guess I can't let down my guard yet. I know we aren't friends, but we aren't enemies anymore either. Keep winning. Maybe I'll see you again if you do. Another fantastic character. Gladion was so well done. But for now, there's no time to look back on the past, because it's time to rise to the future. It's Victory Road time, and fortunately it's quite short. There's not much going on here, just gotta make our way up the mountain slopes. Escape rope. And wild Pokemon. Let's use a repel. I don't want to be bothered by wild Pokemon on my journey to the top. This music, it's really good for a snowy mountain as a Victory Road. It's really, really good, and there are a few twisting, turning paths in Mount Lanakila. So let's explore all of them and see what items we can dig up. Ice Beam. Great move. One of my favorite Ice-type moves. So where shall we go? Let's head over here. There's a path right there. We'll follow it up, and look at that! It's the Icium Z. A shrine with the Z crystal on Mount Lanakila. So, was this once a trial site? I want to know. Was this once a trial site? Maybe it had its own totem once upon a time. This music sounds like Victory Road, Christmas edition. It's very short, but just listening to the music makes it worth it. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. Oh yes, if you have a Crabrawler on your team, you can finally evolve it into Crabominable here. Unfortunately, as I discovered in my very first playthrough of Pokemon Moon, I discovered that Crabominable is kind of a disappointment. And you have to wait a very long time to use it, so I would not say it's worth it. But hey, if you can find a way to make Crabrawler work, then by all means do it. Let's heal up. And I want to make a quick item switch. I would actually like to give a charcoal to Incineroar and a Z Crystal to Legs. Not right now, actually. She will need a Z Crystal eventually, but not right now. She'll need one for the final boss. That's what I'm planning. But right now, I'm looking for... There's the charcoal. Give it to Plague. He's already holding the Insinium Z, but this will power up his fire-type moves, and we'll let Legs stay itemless for now, because she might get some use out of acrobatics still. Actually, let's switch Pokemon. Let's go for Edgelord. Why ever not? And, okay, over here you can talk to this lady if you have a heart scale to relearn some moves. I'm actually going to do that. I mean, Legs doesn't really use Stomp anymore, and I'd like to her to have this move just in case of an emergency. I'd like her to know Rapid Spin again. Let's forget Stomp. I know it's a downgrade, but I think Rapid Spin might come in handy. You can actually get high heart scales at the restaurant in the Sea Folk Village, or is that what it's called? I think so. My Starmie's a real busybody, it is. It didn't just teach me the basics of battle, but even the strategies of love. Oh dear. Pokémon League is the ultimate site to have the ultimate Pokemon battles and decide who is the ultimate Pokemon trainer. A lot of ultimate going on. Okay, well, I don't have time to grab a coffee. I have some recording time left. I think we should get this done. It might be a long recording session, a longer recording session, but we can do it. Professor Kukui called up everyone who had ever passed all the trials or become an Island Challenge champion and summoned them here. He said, "Don't you want to see if you have what it takes to be called a world-class champion?" Indeed. And there's one other guy I think we should talk to. Gautam Machamp. Used to be you could become a champion of the Island Challenge by clearing the 7 trials. I've exhausted all my strength just coming this far. What a trying path it is that we've chosen. You and me both, bro. No, I won't need another repel. But speaking of bro, here comes my man crush, Hau. Our good friend, the little cinnamon roll Hau. So after we split up at Aether Paradise, I went and cleared all the rest of my trials, and then I even went back home to train with Ilima a bit. I was just thinking it was time to take on the Pokémon League. Then I heard from Gladion that you were already heading here, Cottonmouth, so I booked it here as fast as I could. That was like the fastest I've ever moved in my life, you know? That's not what I came here to tell you. Cottonmouth, we're going to decide which one of us will be the first of the Pokémon League. You're going to need to use your full force if you think you're going to beat me and my team when we're serious about winning. And with a cute little grin, it's time for our final climactic battle against Hau. We can't finish the game without another battle with Hau. So, catch that Pokeball. He's going out with the Raichu. That's precisely why I've got Edgelord with me. This is a beautiful environment to be having a battle in, by the way. It really is. Thunderbolt. Sorry, Raichu. But I just... I've still got my disguise. See, you gotta do what Pikachu did in the anime. You gotta start off with Iron Tail to break the disguise, and then use Thunderbolt. Because the Sun and Moon anime is finally coming out with the English dub, and I'm quite excited for that. I am a fan of the Sun and Moon anime. Not as good as X and Y, obviously, but really, really good. Decidueye, heck yes. Robin Hood. We're going for the starter versus starter, as kind of a throwback to our very first battle in Iki Town. Except instead of Litten versus Rowlet, it's Cat Wrestler versus Robin Hood. We're just going to hit him with a Flare Blitz. Smackdown. Interesting move. I'm pretty sure it's also got Leaf Blade and Spirit Shackle. But no, Decidueye is undoubtedly my favorite of the three final forms. Incineroar comes close, but Decidueye is a badass. Especially with Leaf Blade. Leaf Blade is an awesome attack. It's one of my absolute favorites. Okay, Vaporeon is up next. You know who I'm sending in. Come on, don't pretend like you don't know. Your evolution stands no chance. Okay, and we'll finish off with an acrobatics. Hey, avoided charm. Lovely Legs. Legs doesn't get charmed. She's the one who charms people. She's already charmed me. I mean, I liked Sarina before, but actually using her, it's made me appreciate her so much more. Komala. Let's keep battling, see if we can land a high jump kick. Komala's always asleep, so you can't hit it with, any special status conditions. Sucker Punch. Aha! Queenly Majesty, sucker! And adding insult to injury, the high jump kick connected. That is icing on the cake. There may be no winning or losing before true full power. Hau, I love you. You're awesome. Ooh, and I really wanted my Pokemon to know how it feels to beat your team this time. But being seriously frustrated will only make me stronger. He does a 180 back to that super cute smile I love so much. You better go and become champion, because I'm going to train so that next time I can come beat champion Cottonmouth. Good luck, cuz, and here. 3 max revives. Good old Hau, always looking out for us. I'm really glad the kid who moved here to Alola turned out to be you, Cottonmouth. I consider myself straight as an arrow, but I am so gay for Hau. He is my man crush. Okay, ooh, he actually healed my Pokemon. That's fantastic. I'm gonna switch Pokemon nevertheless. Let's go over to Plague. I've got plenty of healing items. So it's time to conquer the Pokémon League. All of our experience, the whole journey, has led up to this one point. It's finally time to shine all over Alola. Woo! You've come a long way. You made it through all the trials and grand trials that make up the Island Challenge. Congratulations. Aren't you cold? Nah, I'm fine. My soul burns hot, yeah? Hotter than a blast burn, even. Just one thing left for you to do. Take on the Pokémon League. This is where the real fun starts. Mount Lanakila is where we've always finished up the island challenge. We built our Pokémon right up here, as high into the heavens as we could get, to show our respect for our legendary Pokémon and to honor it. By the way, if you happen to have the legendary in your party, Kukui will have a little bit more dialogue. But I don't have a Nebby with me, so you won't get to see it. I still remember it like it was yesterday. I went all the way to Indigo Plateau, yeah, right to the Pokémon League headquarters. And I went right at them, cousin. Those gym leaders in Kanto really messed my team and me up. But then I saw my team battling for me through it all, pouring their souls into their moves for me. And then that last guy, the dragon user in the cape. Oh, sorry, enough about me. Let's get you in there, yeah? Before you head in, make sure you're good and ready. You won't be able to come back out. It is time to save. Let's do this.